Page 46, relative scales. I'm also going to cover page 47, the key of A minor here too, and its primary chords. I've already mentioned relative minors, C major and A minor. They have the same key signature. They're relative because they're related. They're related by key signature. C major is all the way keys, starting C to C. A minor is all the way keys, starting A to A. Remember, a scale is a set pattern, whole steps, half steps, and you can see it on these because the black keys tell you where the whole steps are. So you start here and it's up whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That's the pattern for any major scale. Minor scales is simply a different pattern, and you know what it is by going to A minor because that's all the white keys. Again, the black keys tell you where the whole steps are. So start on A and go up. Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. That's the pattern for any minor scale. Okay, so we have relative. They have the same key signature. Some books will say to find the relative minor, you use the sixth step of the scale. Remember, every note in a scale is numbered, and they're called steps or degrees or whatever you want to call them. 6 steps. So 1, remember, 1 is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get an A minor. So it tells you the relative minor if you do that. I'm too lazy to count up 6. I just go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm there. So I go down 3, a major interval of a third, and that gives me the minor. Count down 3. It's 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a half step, and a half step. 3 half steps. From any major key will give you its relative minor. That is the minor with the same key signature. Okay. Just will confuse you a little more so you understand why we're using G sharps, because A minor doesn't have any sharps or flats in it. Why are we using G sharps? Well, there's 3 different flavors or kinds of minors, 3 different ones. You have what's called natural minor, which is the notes according to the key signature. That would be all the white keys. Then we have what's known as a harmonic minor, and those are the scales I cover in the videos because those are the ones that are used the most. And on those, the 7th step here, that's 1 less than 8, we take it up a half step. And so instead of a G, we use a G sharp. And that explains the G sharps. Because natural minor sounds like this. But harmonic minor is this. Just a little bit of a spice to it. And that's the one that's used the most in music. There's a third one called a melodic minor. And I found no need to practice it because I found that if I can play the harmonic minor, I can adjust. Because in the music, you're liable to get what? And in the harmonic minor, or the melodic minor, you raise the 6th and 7th steps going up. So 6th and 7th is here. So instead of an F and a G, I play an F sharp, G sharp. And then when I come down, I do natural minor. See, it changes based on which direction you're going. So that's melodic minor, and you'll run across that occasionally too. But as I said, if I practice the harmonic minor, as I do in the videos, I can adjust as needed for the others. Some teachers say, oh no, you got to do all 3. Oh, knock yourself out, but I'm not interested in that. On page 47, they give you the same pattern we've been doing with the scales. First, you get the scale. Now, you'll notice the sharp signs in the first 2 measures are a different color. There's a note at the bottom on that. They're telling you the first time you play it, don't put in the sharp, do the regular. But then when you repeat it, then you do the sharp. I'll leave that up to you. You can do it however you want, just fine. That way you get a little experience at doing natural minor and harmonic. I think it's more important to do harmonic minor, so whatever. Primary chords. Okay, let's talk primary chords. It's the same numbers in every key. 1, 4, and the 5, or 5, 7. Remember in the key of C, the 1, the 4, and the 5, or the the 5/7. And we use close position. So the top two notes in the chord go up in the key. And for the 5/7, you use the top two notes in the position, and the bottom note goes down a half step. So I get all these, and they all work the same way, even minors. So an A minor here, one chord, the 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5 chord is here, and the 5/7, except I'm using the harmonic minor, so we're going to use G sharps. That's why they got G sharps in there. And I'm going to use close position. So again, it's 1 to the 4 chord, the top two notes are going to go up one note in the key. That's the white notes. And the 5/7, I'm going to use in the hand position, I'm going to use the top two notes in the hand position, and the bottom note goes down a half step. So I got them. Those are the primary chords in A minor. See, all the primary chords work the same way in all the keys. But you get them here, starting in measure 5 in the right hand. If you can't fit up in here, you can figure it that way. I don't know how big your hands are. And then the left hand gets it. And then everybody gets it. I don't care. That's sort of what the piece is. I'm not going to do a play with me on this because it's the same pattern we do all the time. But I will do the duet. I'm going to play this part at the bottom, and you can play this part in the middle of the page if you want. So I'll give us 4 counts. We're going to go kind of slow, of course. Make sure you can play this piece without any hesitations, or this won't work. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1.